Hey, what's up everyone? Adam here with brahwegotthis, and today I have a video for you that I normally do not do, and that is PvP tips. I recently did a collaboration with Deltiasgaming, which some of you I'm sure know of. He is another content creator here for ESO who does a lot of PvP and is very knowledgeable, and he's a great resource for a lot of different things in ESO, and I will have his YouTube channel linked down below and his website as well. But he spent about 2 hours with me teaching, showing me strategies, showing me the ropes in PvP. And after that 2 hours, I actually feel like I'm decently competent at PvP. You see, I normally stay away from PvP because it's something that I really just feel overwhelmed about, I don't know enough about, and I just felt like I couldn't actually do it. But let me tell you something. I can actually do PvP, and I'm going to show you. In the light of the White Strake event out right now, I want to give you 5 tips that can help you out possibly during this event, or just to help you try PvP in general, that I learned from him in this PvP journey. Real quick, I do just want to give a shout out to all my patrons. Thank you so much for the newest patron, Eric. Thank you so much. And if you'd like to check out any other social links, you can check all that out below in the description. I have my website. I stream on Twitch Tuesday through Friday, twitch.tv/brahwegotthis. We have a Discord and many other resources. Okay, so tip number 1 that Deltia taught me, or I picked up, is keeping an eye on your health. And you're probably like, Adam, why didn't you know this? Why don't you do this anyways? It's PvP. But honestly, y'all, it sounds very simple and something you think you would do often, but in PvP, and from a PvP noob like myself, it's really something that you don't pay attention to very often. And so in PvP, your danger level, as I'll call it, is a lot different than your danger level in PvE. What's a danger level? Well, danger level is the point at which you most likely could get KO'd very quickly. So you see here I have 30k health. If I'm down to 15k health, I'm in danger of getting KO'd for the most part. So something Deltia showed me was going to the settings and turning on your own health bar. So this is something I didn't have on, and many people don't have on. You want to go to nameplates, you want to go to health bars, and then you want to go to self, and you could put like always or injured. It's something that really helped me. But he told me when you get around to half health, that's when you're in range of a lot of different players' abilities to kill you in 1 or 2 hits. So he said if you are at half health and you die with a potion available or an ultimate, or you haven't been healing, then that's really on you. But if you have expended your potions and your ultimates, then really there's not much you can do in some cases there. But essentially, you need to either use that potion, pop a ultimate, like an oh crap ultimate, or spam heal to get back up to your full health. This was very useful for me because before in PvP, I wouldn't look at my health. I would solely focus on the other player's health all the time. But in the 2 matches we played, I only died 3 times, paid extra attention to it, and I did really well. I was surprised that monitoring that is almost more important than actually PvPing. The next tip that I learned was learning how different abilities stack for max effectiveness in PvP, and really just how rotations are just different in PvP. So on this DK, Deltia was showing me my sequence or rotation in a sense for my build. Understanding how abilities stack in PvP or are effective really help you to not waste resources, and it helps you to be able to kill your enemy more effectively and survive yourself. So for instance, this runs the spiked armor skill, which is this right here, or volatile armor, sorry. I didn't realize it's like, I don't need to freak out and spam spiked heal because this just does an area around me, and that also gets people that are out of stealth, so anyone that's trying to gank you. And then so you switch bars and you use, engulfing flames. That's another dot that you put on an enemy. Searing strike is another one that you put on an enemy. And it's like, I knew that these things were in PvE, obviously, but I just didn't realize how much damage they do to actual players. Because when you're fighting a boss, they don't just die in like 5 seconds. The boss, it takes a little bit, right? So you don't really see that impact sometimes of like how good the skill actually is. And so it actually kind of taught me, wow, like stacking those 3 abilities is really good in PvP. The next tip was a line of sight or positioning tip. This is something I felt like I kind of knew about, but I really just got a good firsthand experience learning this from Deltia. I remember being in Imperial City a lot, and people would hide behind walls or pillars, and it was always something that just really helped them not die. So in Battlegrounds or PvP in general, he showed me that when you want to escape a fight, try to find things that can block your line of sight to the person that's trying to kill you, because it will really help you not die. Because if they can hit you and something is in the way, then it's going to make it extremely harder for them to hit you. And so you also can slow them down from their pursuit of you as well, and it just helps you in general. This is another thing that I really focused hard on during our play session. The next tip was a massive help for me, and that was Deltia showed me how to engage and disengage from a fight. When I PvP'd earlier, I would normally do a rotation that was absolute hot garbage, to say the least, but then I would not kill the enemy. And so I would continue to do a rotation because I was like, well, I probably can kill them. Wrong. I found out that in PvP, depending on the build, when you do your rotation and you fully exhaust your combo per se, or your execute, or whatever you want to call it, if they aren't dead, then most of the time you need to probably back up and regroup with your team, because good players will see combos coming and they can heal and survive. If you aren't that good, then these good players are going to whittle you down, they're going to whittle your will down and your resources and eventually kill you. This always happened to me in PvP when I would do this earlier. But when he showed me this, it really helped me understand that you just don't just continue doing a rotation like PvE. You have to bide your time and wait for the opportune moment. This was massive because it helped me not die as much and it helped me get more kills. I was so shocked. The last tip that I learned is kind of a funny one, but it is just don't freak out in PvP. This is something I would do all the time, and I would panic, mash buttons, and die. But Deltia really helped me learn how to stay cool and use my abilities when I need to and basically stay calm. This is a massive help to help you staying alive in PvP. Before, I would just freak out, like I said, but he really helped me not do that, and it showed me that, hey, when you don't freak out and you just click the ability that you need to click, that's all you need to do. It just was mind-blowing. And I know some of you might be like, wow, that's very insightful, Adam, and you're like sarcastic with that, but I'm serious. You guys don't understand like how helpful that is, because it's difficult when you're in PvP. You're like, oh my gosh, you know, and then you freak out and then you die. But I really appreciated Deltia teaching me these things today, and like I said, I'm gonna have his channels and everything down below in the description. It was really fun doing this, but I want to give some of my final thoughts on PvP, because I really felt like Deltia really gave me a good look at the PvP scene, like, you know, a very small glimpse of it. I understand somewhat now of why players really like PvP in ESO, because it was really fun. And of course, we only did Battlegrounds, but I've already kind of liked Cyrodiil. I just never really had people to do Cyrodiil with. But I understand why the PvP community is upset, you know, on why there's no, you know, new content. I can understand why players like want things to be fixed in PvP, because I see why players are drawn to it. It is something that is actually really fun. You'll probably see me doing a little bit more PvP in the future. I'm not saying I'm going to be doing it all the time, but it really helped me get a good insight on that. And that was a really good experience with Deltia, because I just felt that it helped me honestly kind of understand the game myself better. Just understanding like, wow, it is a whole other world on the PvP side. Your rotation is completely different. What you want to do and your goal is completely different than PvE. It's just a total different mindset change. And so that was really interesting to know and learn from Deltia. So again, massive shout out to Deltia. Again, I'll have all his stuff in the description. I also have my website, my Twitch channel, Discord, everything down below. If you did like this, you want some more PvP content, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell icon. Really helps the channel out. But until next time, y'all, just remember to have faith, be great, and I'll see you on ESO.